Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a podcast type of video with the boy Ninda XO. Go ahead and say what's good, my friend.
Sean, Nindo Solar here. Glad to be here. Let's get to it.
Hell yeah, thank you so much. Unfortunately, we didn't have our other boys with us for today's podcast, but it is what it is. You know, schedules are pretty crazy. And like I said in my last video, I want to make like a better video going over the 350 million download celebration because that bitch is 12 days away, my friends. Like, we're almost there. I mean, we're legit like 12 days away. I mean, Dragon Ball history is already with the timer, so that's basically what's going to go down, right?
Yeah, time is flying. So I
Yeah.
mean, let's get ready.
Get
Let's get
ready,
ready.
bro. We're all gonna be pumping out. If you're new to this channel, definitely sub to Nindo, sub to all the boys. We're gonna be on top of this like hotcakes, and definitely, get ready for everything, bro. It's gonna be a fun time. Great time right now in Dokkan. So basically, like the first thing that I want to kind of talk about, it's the actual schedule of things. As of right now, I'm not a JP player. Nindo is. God bless his soul. I wish I was a JP player.
It's not that
But
serious. Come on.
yeah. All right. So on August 21st, which is in 3 days from now, it's the end of the I think the double raid spanner, right? That's what you guys have going on right now.
We do have a double race banner out right now, and I think 1 second. I'll let you know in just a minute. Let me just hop out the super battle road. Was it important or anything like that?
No, you're good. You're
Um,
good.
let me see. Let me see. Okay, so right now we just have the double race banner out, and that goes away. When does that go away? It goes away on the 28th.
Okay.
That might
So
be separate from the Japanese summer celebration.
yeah, I think it is
So
too. I think that's just mainly like the login bonuses from when Ultimate Gohan started. I think that's when it ends. And then that same day when it ends, you get the we all. I believe this will be on Global and JP. We all start the countdown to the big boy celebration. So it's gonna be 7 days of login bonuses. If we had to take a guess, I would probably say it's gonna be somewhere like, you know, I would say anywhere from 30 to 45 stones. For those
yeah,
7 days.
something like that. Sure.
Yeah. Um,
That's what it was last year, I believe, right?
yeah, just about. And I wanted to see what you think actually about the whole stream because a lot of people have been talking about that. And of course, we really don't know if we're going to get a live stream or not. What are you thinking?
Now, the thing with the stream is, which is going to be kind of unfortunate if they can't do it, but I understand the circumstances. Stream is going to bring a lot of people who haven't played Dokkan to it. So, like, if you have a friend that never played Dokkan before, and you're like, hey, just wait a little bit, you're going to watch your stream, they would legit go crazy because people are going crazy over LR Gohan, over the LR Cell, over people see the previews. So it's going to be kind of weird if they can't do a stream. I think either way, we're going to get to see what's coming. They either make a video or they'll make something short and simple. But I don't think it's absolutely going to kill the hype for sure. It's
No.
just gonna
Yep.
just
I
depends if you're patient or not.
Yep, I completely agree with that. And your boy has notifications on his phone from Twitter, and the boy Dragon Ball Hype just literally posted the better scan. So we just got those right now,
Literally,
baby.
it's
Yeah,
crazy. Look at that.
I just pulled it up. This is what's going on. Now we have a clear picture, so we can actually talk about it a bit better now. So pretty much, I mean, the short translation of all this, it's the LR Hercule campaign. I know a lot of people haven't got it done. My boy Nindo did. He's been smart. I'm missing like two paths on mine because honestly, I've been procrastinating, so I gotta wait to buy all the medals for the two copies I got right there. But that's gonna be 30 stones. You guys know how it is. It's confirmed he's getting an EZA. Nindo, what do you think? How good is this EZA gonna be?
Uh, let's be honest. Before, no one's talked about LR Hercule for a long time. Let's just. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, it's true.
Oh, you're
I'm
right.
sorry. No one's talked about him for a long time. So like the way I see it is that in the past we've had units that people haven't talked about in a long time. If you like Internemba, for example, Internemba before it's EZA, nobody used this dude, nobody talked about this dude.
Yep.
People are like, this is one of those units you do not want to bring to events. So the old me would be like, that's cool. Knowing Dokkan, I think this can be a very valuable EVA. May not have as many teams, as others, but he's going to be a Majin Buu Saga, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's on
I
Majin Buu
believe
Saga. He's on World Tournament, and he's on one other one. And Earthlings. Those are the three
Earthlings, right?
categories he's on.
Yeah, yeah. Like, although those categories are small, not only is he free to play, they're probably going to build his passive into a way that he fits on whatever teams he has. So since it's Majin Buu themed, I don't see this being a waste of easy at all. So I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. Especially since we've seen what all the other free to play LRs have been kind of looking like, and all of them have been very good. The only thing about this Hercule, um, it's not a card I don't think anybody's gonna be rocking even after ZZA. I mean, given all the new units we've gotten, that's kind of like just. I mean, they could make them kind of like a support type unit. That would be kind of cool. But I'm hoping that they do make them cool because I do like this Hercule card quite a bit. I mean, I love the art. I think it's sick. It's cute for sure. And yeah, I mean, and
That's
then
cute.
yeah,
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 that's how you way to describe it. It's cute. That's it.
yeah, it's a
That's
cute
it.
card, bro. I'm not gonna complain too much about it. I like it. And then I think this. We don't really have a date yet for when this drops, but I'm assuming it's probably gonna be next week. But that's what's gonna be. And then like the other really big thing that's looking pretty cool, it's the 100 Dragon Stones. I know a lot of people have been talking about that, and basically a quick explanation of that. It's there's gonna be submissions. I believe it's global versus JP. Whatever server wins is going to get the 100 stones. And I'm sure on top of the 100 stones, you'll.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm sure on top of the 100 stones, it will be like, like how last year there was a Hercule card and a Cell card. I talked about in my previous video. But I think this year is going to be a Fat Majin Buu and a Super Saiyan Gohan that cracked the egg. And I think that might be what those two cards are going to end up being. And then I do think we are going to get. Honestly, I think JP is gonna win these 100 Dragon Stones. I'm just gonna say it right now. I mean that's a lot of stones, dude. That's
that's a lot of stones. Whoa,
yeah,
wait.
yeah.
So I didn't know it's actually like that because I think there was a point in one of these battles between like global and Japan when Japan like they said like Japan lost on purpose so they can get like a Hercule card. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, he
Is it
actually.
like that?
No, they wanted the Cell card. They wanted the Cell card.
From the cell card.
We
Okay,
got
okay. So we
Hercule,
either
and
yeah.
then like I remember back then the big thing was every JP actually got mad about it because Hercule ended up being a better card than Cell. And I remember yeah, I remember people were a little
Crazy.
upset about that back then. But yeah, that's basically what it's gonna be. It's gonna. I feel like this is just gonna be like a copy and paste type of celebration from last year. Even with the new SSRs, and that's definitely the third big thing to talk about. Um, so if people didn't know this, that Goku is the Goku who cut Bootanks in half when he came back to Earth and he for the first time coming back. What do you think? Like I already said it in my other video, but I do think this Goku is gonna transform into a Super Saiyan 3 Goku card in his Dokkan Awakening. What do you think?
The card itself, I don't know because it is free to play. Now, I'm not gonna down free to play units, but as time passes, free to play units get better. So, like, if I saw this in the previous V jump, I'd be like, Goku card. It's probably gonna get like a nice TUR, and that's it. It's gonna sit there in your box. Like you said, there's a possibility it can be Super Saiyan 3. So, I mean, I don't really have words on the Goku himself yet. I'm just
Yeah.
hoping that it's not like another base Goku. That
No,
makes sense.
yeah,
That's
I
a free to
agree.
play
I agree.
formula.
Because he
Yeah.
does it is confirmed both this Goku and Hercule will be getting Dokkan Awakenings. The only reason why I'm saying he might go into Super Saiyan 3 it's because when he's fighting Bootanks, that's the transformation he jumps into. He didn't go into any other form besides that. So I would imagine that's what's going to be. Now, the actual tricky one that I have no clue about. So what do you think Hercule's Dokkan Awakening is going to be? Because the only thing he did in that fight with Buhan and Bootanks was he shot him. That was basically the whole thing.
And that's literally what I would mention is like before you even said you shot him, I'd say like they're probably gonna like Dokkan awaken him to a Hercule like shooting a gun. And that's the only thing I could see him like
Yep.
being because like if you look at the Int Hercule, Lord, you had okay. think about this. Think about this for a minute. You know how the Hercule has that super attack when he shoots you, and then it doesn't work, obviously, because it's a gun. And then Goku throws the destructive disc behind him.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly. They could
Yeah.
definitely do
So
that.
like I'm not sure if they're trying to like mush them together now, but like in a separate way. But I definitely see him still shooting that gun because
Yeah, I don't
we've
see
already
him
seen this.
doing much else than that, bro. To be
Yeah,
honest, I'm not
we've
seeing
we've
it.
already seen this combo. So either he's gonna shoot the gun again, and they're gonna use the same like super attack, which I don't mind
I think
personally
they'll
because like
change
I
it a
said,
little bit. I think they'll change it
yeah,
like a bit,
yeah,
but I don't
yeah.
think it'll be like a dramatic change. But I do think they'll do something for sure. Maybe they'll do like an access skill when he drinks the milk from the convenience store because that was like a funny bit they did, and this is the Hercule from that moment. They could do something with that. Since I'm gonna imagine the new mechanic in the game are gonna be centered around these cards, so maybe the super attack will change for Hercule if he's next to who was so it was Dende who was there, Goku. Oh, actually, my idea was what they can do. It's let's say like you rock a team with these two guys together and they're on the same rotation. It would be funny because I think what Hydro said was how the mechanic works. It's when you have two different units and you bring them together, and when they're together, they create a different super attack. So I was like, man, it would be kind of funny, right? I mean, they put Hercule and Goku in the same rotation. They used this. They used a moment when Goku had to think of who to fuse with, and they used that fusion of Goku and Hercule for a super attack. And I think that would be pretty funny.
It would be pretty damn funny. I'm not gonna lie
And
because
yeah, dude, I think that would be funny, and it would be kind of like something that that's really like attention to detail because it was such a small moment, and if they like really look at that, like I know that shit because I've watched Z fucking 500,000 times. I don't know if they're gonna really look at that moment, especially since it was the anime. I don't think that happened in the manga, but that would be sick. I would love that to see that fusion in the game just for a super
now
attack.
that
Why
you
not?
mentioned now that you mentioned the partnership thing, that just put my like that just put my mind in like a huge like thinking zone. Like I am like hold on, I just put my thinking cap on. Like it's Hercule and Boo. Like if I recall, sometimes I could be wrong. And the Hercule fight with, I mean, well, in a final fight with like Boo and like Hercule and stuff like that, didn't Boo like fat Boo? Like, didn't he get mad or something like that when Hercule got hurt?
Yeah, yeah,
That's what like,
he went crazy.
yeah,
But
okay.
that was during the Kid Buu fight.
I was in the Kid Boo fight.
It was the
That's
Kid
still
Buu fight and before Fat Buu. I think you're referring to when he what was it? Hercule got
I
hurt
mean, they beat. Mm-mm.
and B got hurt. I mean, are you talking about the part when B got shot by the poacher?
I'm not sure exactly. But okay, let me not stretch this out since I don't know specifically what I'm talking about.
No, you're
But
good. You're good.
they basically like redid it in Dragon Ball Super with that Red Fox guy. I don't think you know the name of him. I don't know his name either, and I'm pretty sure everybody watching doesn't know his name. But the Red
Bergamo,
Fox and
the guy that Gohan fought or Majin Buu fought.
Bergamo and friends. Let's say that. The Red Fox, the one who was fighting Boo.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically he threw like a key spear and it hit Hurricane and Boo got mad. So this is just a general concept in my mind that they
Okay.
could do like
Okay.
a super attack with Boo like getting angry compared to like normal super attack with him just like throwing a Kamehameha or something like that. So it's just like a random thought. Since I saw this V jump and just thought about it for a minute, and we know that the partnership mode is coming, it just made me think about it, but it's not nothing crazy.
I mean, I like the idea. That would be cool. That would be cool. So basically, to sum it up, that's all the information from the V Jump. There's literally nothing else. Unfortunately, we will get more information throughout the days. At some point, Team Dokkan, I mean Dokkaner is just he's just gonna come out and tell us what the fuck's coming. That's basically what happens. He gets so sick and tired of everybody asking him, he's just gonna tweet it. Someone's gonna ask him, "Is it Vegito?" He'll say yes, and that's basically when we'll find out. Um, that's what happened during the fifth year. I'll never forget that. Everybody was harassing this man so much that someone was like, "Dude, can you just tell us if it's Vegito?" And he finally just said yes. So
Jesus
I think
Christ.
that's what's gonna happen again. But that's basically the whole V jump part. You know, going back to the actual schedule here. Um, the actual celebration of part one is going to start on August 28th to the 29th, depending on your time zone. JP's time zone's a bit different, but it'll be between those 2 days. For me, most celebrations, Central Time, are going to be. That's surprising. It's going to start on a Friday. So if I had to make an assumption, they're going to drop all the new events August 28th on Global because that's what they
The
did.
31st is what
Yeah,
I'm
and then
listening. I'm
the
listening.
banners will drop on the 31st. I'm not going to say a time for that because they probably won't put a time. I think they'll let people in waves and like it'll just be random. Typically for
So
like
do you
this,
think the ticket banner is gonna be like on the 20th through the 29th? Don't
um,
they usually drop the ticket banner a little earlier than the banner? If I,
the
correct
50
me if I'm wrong, I
stone, the
believe they
50
do.
stones, right?
Yeah, you know how you spend. Well, yeah. Well, in case you don't know, like the viewers watching, for every 50 stones you spent until now, there's a ticket banner coming where you're gonna be able to summon for like Dokkan Fest exclusive units and other units on the banner with LRs on it. But I was just wondering if that August 29th to 29th, I mean 28th to 29th period is gonna be when the banner comes because I believe, however, be careful, the tickets will probably be distributed at the same time as the first part.
Yeah, so that's what they're saying. So the ticket banner. So this is what they did last year. They basically dropped the. He's right. Here they dropped the banner early, and what they did was, I believe they gave us tickets every day throughout the countdown, to use on the banner, and then you actually got your full 400, 500 tickets on the start of the celebration, and it happened randomly. It's all based on your. It's all based on
If
your
you spend.
ID. So that's probably what they're gonna do during the countdown. They'll probably give us some free tickets for it, and then on the 28th they'll probably just drop all of them. So yeah, like you said, the ticket banner will be there, but you won't have all your tickets yet. It will be 7 days after when you'll get all of them. Which, by the
Okay.
way, we'll probably have to make a separate video just to talk about that because there's gonna be 100,000 million people asking that. So get ready for that. Okay, so that's pretty. And then, yeah, the banners will drop on the 31st, 28th. There is a part two to the celebration. Expect another podcast for that. We'll definitely set it up talking about part two. Um, and there is going to be another LR. If we had to take a guess, what would you say is going to be that LR for part two?
Kid Buu. I'm sorry. I mean,
Oh, you don't gotta say
I,
sorry. Hell yeah, I would love a fucking LR Kid Buu. You kidding?
I don't like to say things are obvious, but like at this point in time, okay, well, things aren't obvious. Last year in 300 million downloads, the previous like celebration, they dropped Gohan and Cell, and then people are like, oh, it's Gohan and Cell, so they're probably gonna drop Bye Guys Goku, and then drop Android 17, 18, and 9. Well, I'm tripping. Android 17, Android 16, 17, and 18. I'm sorry.
No, you're
So
good. You're good. Yeah,
like
yeah. So they dropped all of them, and then that, yeah, like nobody was expecting them. Honestly, I wasn't.
exactly.
I was like, man, is this really like what they're hyping up? And then, yeah, it ended up being them. So another theory I had, because if they do something wonky like that again, I think it's gonna be LR Fat Boo and Bobbity, and I think
It's gonna be like
some weird unit.
uh
Yeah, it's gonna be
yeah.
something weird. But
Ah.
if it's not LR Kid Boo, it's gonna be an LR Fat Boo with Bobbity, or it's going to be like a, I don't know. It's gonna be,
It's gonna be something that you wouldn't think of. That's why you
yeah,
can't think of it right now.
exactly. Like
Yeah,
it's gonna be
yeah.
unorthodox. It's gonna be random. They don't want you to expect it. But 16, 17, 18 was a big trio in the Boo saga. I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are
I mean,
hoping.
it was pretty much. I'm listening.
Yeah, a lot of people are hoping for a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks to come from it. A lot of people are hoping for Ultimate Gohan. A lot of people are hoping for a bunch of shit, bro. A lot of people are saying a bunch of shit. And honestly, we don't know. That one I can't predict. That one I can't say. I really don't know what the hell they're gonna do for that. That's gonna be a surprise.
How about the? Now I'm sure you've talked about this already, but like just as an update for me, who do you think is gonna be like on a part one banner?
Oh man, it's I mean it's gonna be. okay, so there's gonna be 4 units that could be on it. Um, it's either gonna be Vegito and Buhan, or it's gonna be a Super Saiyan 3 Goku that exchanges into Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and then goes back to Goku when he drops the Spirit Bomb on Kid Buu with Kid Buu as the other Dokkan Fest unit. Those are the 4 options that it's going to be. I just actually, I'm part of like this Facebook group, and I actually had like a really long talk with the admin about this, and yeah, we both agree. I mean, they could like the logical thing right now. It's Vegito and Buhan, but we've seen Dokkan time and time again do very unorthodox things. Even though they've been building all this hype for Vegito and
Yeah.
Buhan, they could completely skip it. It wouldn't make sense. It would make zero fucking sense. Like, there's literally no reason why they should skip it, but they can if they want to. But those are going to be the 4 options. It's going to be a combination of those 4. Um, and that's basically what's going to be. And then if they don't do Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu, I would say you could even expect that for New Year's. You could potentially see that for the Dual Dokkan Fest New Year's celebration on JP.
It's absolutely true. You're not wrong about that at
Like,
all.
it's not something like we'll never see because that's obviously a lot of money. Um, but again, they've had so much hype and planning like for it to be Vegito and Buhan. But again, they could do whatever the hell they want. I mean, they run the game. They could do again whatever, and I'm cool with either or. But I would prefer an LR Vegito versus an LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't be as hyped if they ended up switching it. And I think they probably have an idea that most players will probably feel the same way. I don't like personally. Would you summon more for a Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus Super Vegito?
You really have to ask me, dude.
Yeah,
I'm a yeah, like I love Vegeta. Like, okay, all right. Let me take my own bias behind this because I'm like a Vegito fan. Like everything
yeah,
Vegito,
me
I'm
too.
on
I
it.
feel that shit.
But like, but like, think about it yourself. Like, would you not want a standalone Vegito card? Now, people can say like, hey, but we have physical Super Vegito. Hey, Age of Super Vegito just got easy. Hey, so whatever. I mean, these guys are really old units. Like physical Super Vegito is old.
Yep, it's true. What did we
They
just
just
get this year, bro? A Super Saiyan 3 Goku card that's pretty relevant still. So
exactly.
it just doesn't make much sense right now. I don't think that's like the right time to drop that. I know Goresh has talked about it a lot, and I've kind of like I always watch all the other guys to kind of see what they're thinking, and like Goresh, Lar, they're like leaning more towards Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu. While Truth is just straight up Vegito, and I agree more with Truth on this one. That yeah, I think it's just gonna be Vegito. I just I don't see a reason why to skip that. Don't skip him, please. I want that.
Exactly, exactly.
And
Like
yeah, go ahead.
I do want to mention something. The thing with these like download celebrations is that let's go like way back. Let's talk about like 250 million downloads. For me, it was reversed. Like, okay, so for like 300 million downloads, we had Gohan, we had Cell as part one. Now those are the hype units. And then they dropped Android. So I'm not gonna say they're not hype, but they definitely weren't as hype as Gohan and Cell. You can agree with me with that,
No,
like
yeah,
right?
they weren't. Not even close.
Okay, so now if we go back to 250, if you remember, it was Age of Goku and Frieza.
And then they
Now they
drop
weren't.
fucking
Then they
Goku and
dropped.
Frieza, bro. That
Yeah,
shit was
yeah,
crazy. Dude, I remember going
yeah.
I was driving to Dallas fucking Texas, bro. I was driving to Dallas and then I get a notification that their banner dropped and my mouth was shocked.
I
Oh,
lost my mind.
dude, I
I lost my
summoned
mind.
so hard. Dude, that and I got some good fucking luck too. I pulled them quick, and I got Super Saiyan 3 Goku LR. And I remember
That's
just
nice.
fucking boom, dude. I loved that celebration. 250.
Because he was
Um,
lit.
dude, honestly, that's another podcast I want to talk about. Just talk about this. Like looking back, 250 was such an exciting time for Dokkan because it introduced transformation. And that was like the coolest fucking mechanic ever. And dude, oh my god, I had like that was honestly, the peak for Dokkan for me was third year and 250. That was like the most fun time in Dokkan I've ever had. It was so
The third year was
fucking
definitely
nutty.
my peak.
Yeah,
Third year was
dude.
definitely my peak. When
Third
we got the
and
LR Super Vegeta and Gogeta transformation, like I don't know
oh
if you remember. I don't
god.
mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
Um, like I believe we were just like chilling. Like everybody was just chilling one day. I don't know if we got a data download. I forgot how the units got released. On DBZ Space, out of nowhere, we see LS Super Vegeta and Gogeta. And everybody's like, "What the hell is this? We've never seen anything like this before." Like it was a complete alien tech. No one knew what was going
Dude,
on.
yes.
So,
I
but for
know.
me, LS Super Vegeta is what made me get on JP. I was like, "Sorry, Global, I gotta go." And no offense to Global at all. Global's at a stage where they can talk shit too now.
Yeah,
But
the
like,
tickets, bro. The tickets alone.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
insane. Like that is a huge deal on global side. But yeah, no, dude, third year was a different like third year was just different, bro. Third year was hype as fuck. But that's a fuck. We kind of we that's a good thing about podcasts. You could kind of derail a lot, but shit, we got pretty far from 350.
I did derail a lot before. Okay, but before I leave that topic, my thing is that if you compare Goku, the transformation Goku, then the transformation Frieza as the part one units, and they look at Goku and Frieza, I mean, who would you logically tell someone to summon for? If both banners are out at the same time, who would you logically tell someone to summon for?
Goku's banner was better, bro.
I mean, Goku and Frieza, would you really tell someone not to summon for Goku and Frieza?
Yeah, dude, no, and their banners were like godly banners at the time. Like they were disgusting. They were really good
Yeah.
banners.
I guess what I'm trying to say when it comes to the main unit, I feel like we don't know which one's going to be better. Like, I don't know personally. Like, I don't know if the part one main units are going to be better or if the part two main unit is going to be better. Because obviously, Goku and Frieza are better than, transformation Goku and
That's what
Frieza.
you
But,
mean. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
you
No,
see what I mean though? Yeah, that's
typically
what I mean.
LRs will always be better, but we're in a different stage now. Um, and they're a lot more like LR trigger happy than before. Because like back then, LRs were like a fucking sacred thing. Like LRs came out every like 3 or 4 months, and now it's like you get a new LR every
300,
month.
300 million downloads, just LR Goku, Gohan. I mean, Gohan himself. People are like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, I don't think it'll be
Like,
like
okay,
that
cool.
this year. I think
Uh,
they've learned their lesson of doing that. I do think that the part one LRs will be better than the part two one. I don't think they're going to derail Jiren just yet. I think these new units. If I had to take a guess, they would probably be like um I think they're both gonna be. I think Buhan it's not gonna be a built up unit, but Vegeta will be a built up unit. Just flat out, I'll say it like that. If it ends up being them, I think. But and I don't think Buhan. They're gonna figure out some way because here's the thing, right? That a lot of people don't really know about. We definitely do. They make characters about 6 months in advance.
yeah, yeah.
Every once in a while they don't do that, and Jiren was actually made the same month he came out. So that's why Jiren was so fucking powerful and so new and so fresh because he was just created. He was created with today's meta in mind. These new LRs, we don't know when they were made. So if they came out after the fusions, you could expect them to be on par with the fusions. If they came out, if they just made them now in August, they're gonna be the best. Like they're gonna be better than Jiren, right? Like that's basically how it's gonna be. It's either they're gonna be as good as the fusions or they're gonna be better than Jiren, and that's and how I would say it. And we'll be able to tell once Hydros gets to data, because he's typically the guy who will be like, okay, they were made on this month. And once we get that data, we'll be able to we'll know just then and there um, if the part two LR is gonna be better or not. Honestly, I think that'll. I know I kind of like talked a lot there, but I think that kind of answers your question. I think that's what's gonna eventually happen. It's either part one was made 6 months ago or part two's LRs were made 6 months ago. That's basically what's gonna be.
Makes 100% sense. I get exactly what you mean.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's what's gonna eventually happen, and um, But there we do have this
Like,
new
so like
mechanic. Oh yeah, go ahead.
the question I mentioned 20 minutes ago, I do agree. It's going to be Super Junior and Buhan, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
disagree.
I don't see them changing it, and even like when I was talking to the admin because he's really hell bent on it being Goku and Kid Buu, and I brought up all my facts, and he's like, "No, you're right. It definitely could be them." Um, but Dokkan is very unpredictable. But I don't know. I don't see the reason to skip it. I think they'll lose money. Like a dual Dokkan Fest with Kid Buu is cool, but is it really that exciting for like such a huge ass celebration?
If people see a Super Vegeta that's just like, that's the thing with Dokkan, and I'm sorry, I don't want to say, this be a lot for me to talk about Super Vegeta.
No,
I'm
you're
probably holding a
good.
podcast on
You're
so long
good.
because I'm sorry. Um, thing about Super Vegeta is that all you have to do is show this guy's face, and then people will drop their wallets. People will go insane. People go nuts. Like, it's Super Vegeta. The last time we had like a Super Vegeta with just his face on a banner was like what, 3 years ago?
Yep.
Oh,
It's been a
like
long time, bro.
it's been a very, very long time since we've seen Super Vegeta. So now imagine him now with like this year's animation, just Super Vegeta. No craziness, no six turns to turn to Super Vegeta, no I gotta get hit 5 times, I have to have a terror earring item. None of that nonsense, just Super Vegeta, like we used to have it. Even if he's a built up unit, people will go crazy for him. And I don't see why Bandai would not seize this chance because this is like their best chance right here. And they're not going to get a better one. Even in the part two banner, if they make the part two banner Super Vegito, people aren't going to have enough stones. People are going to have the money to spend on that banner. So
Yeah.
if this part one banner isn't Super Vegito, I just personally wouldn't understand why it wouldn't be. So,
I completely agree with you. And by the way, I might just write a comment on my channel. So basically, Talon did another. Sorry, I know this is off topic, but about that 100 stone thing. It seems that both versions will actually get that, and both versions will get 20 stones a week. Um, the translation I was talking about earlier was from a different guy, but Talon's saying something else. So I'm not. I usually agree with Talon. So I think that's
the
what.
town knows what he's talking about, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it looks like it's 20 stones every week. It's like everybody clears the stage, you get 20 stones. So that's pretty fucking cool. That's
So,
badass. But no, and going back to what you just said about Vegito, yeah, dude. If they put Vegito as a part two LR, like that's such a waste. That's such a waste. Like you're not gonna
yeah, it
waste
is.
your most hyped unit in the game as a fucking LR. Don't do that shit. You can't. That's it.
Exactly.
It's like don't do that. Why would you do that?
People literally cry. I'm not saying people didn't cry when they didn't get Goku and Frieza. I'm not gonna say people didn't cry. A lot of people probably cried.
Oh hell
But
yeah, I would have cried.
like Super Vegito, I would literally cry like a baby. I would cry like a baby, and a lot of people will agree that if they put Super Vegito on a banner, that's gonna make him like so difficult to get. No, everybody's gonna be unhappy. So they're not gonna do that. They won't do that. Sure. So
Completely agree, bro.
hopefully, hopefully, but for sure, I'm just gonna say for sure. But yeah, I'll move on to the next topic
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
I don't
you're
want
good.
to
You're
be too
good.
long.
So yeah, we talked about the ticket. So you already know the schedule on that. We got all the dates set up on the channel. That's good. What content to expect? If another topic that I definitely want to bring up, and we could bring that up now. It's a new Super Battle Road stages. So
Yeah.
my idea was the what they can do is they could do like, and we've talked about it a couple times, and we could even make a separate video just talking about that alone. But just kind of briefly touch it. I think it's just going to be the original category Super Battle Road stages, extreme defied, and they're going to be way harder. We definitely have a lot more units now that could take on that extreme phase. Like um, especially with the link update, because the biggest thing it's we've all had a giant question mark. Why this link update? Like even Extreme Super Battle was not as hard as it once was. With if you go in there with level 10 links, yeah, like it's still hard, but all your units have big bad bosses active the entire match if they're at level 10.
The jump. Yeah,
So
exactly.
I think that's what's gonna come. I don't think Global's gonna get it. I think they're gonna surprise us and give us the stages. This is what I think Global's gonna get. I think we're gonna get Extreme Super Battle Road, and I think we're gonna get the category stages you guys just got, and then JP will get the Extreme Category one stages, and like the Patora, Fusion, Hybrid Saiyan, Pure Saiyan wasn't there. That was in part the second round. I'm trying to think. What like
Uh, I do want to slightly disagree for one reason, and it's a category you haven't mentioned yet.
yeah, which one?
Now, Majin Buu Saga was in within these first
Yes,
category
Majin Buu Saga was
extreme
in
ones.
there.
So, since it's a Majin Buu theme, like it's Majin Buu themed, obviously. No one has talked about anything outside of Majin Buu. So it says Majin Buu's in the Super Battle Road. Like I believe personally, and not to debunk your theory or to say you're wrong, it's just an opinion, of course. I believe personally, like both versions are gonna get like the category Super Battle Roads, the ones that went from like 11 to 20, and those are gonna both get extreme versions on both versions, in my opinion,
No,
because
no.
like
Honestly, I would love that. I would love for them to do that. It's I'm just kind of so when I say I don't think Global will get it, I'm referring back to what happened last year. You guys got the third wave of Super Battle Roads category stages with what was it? Ginyu Force, movie heroes is new. I forgot what last year. The third wave was when Ginyu Force came out. So Global didn't get. No, maybe we did. I could be completely wrong. Maybe they. Maybe we did get it at the same time. Actually. Oh
let
shit.
me look as you let me look as you talk about it, because I don't think they would do that. Like in my opinion,
Because
I don't
they've
think
done
they
it
would do that.
before. They did it with the legendary Goku missions. They did that. That's what. There's been a couple times when they've favored JP over Global for sure. Which, I won't blame them. I get it. I mean, JP is their money source right now. So but I mean, I won't complain. I guess like my main thing is we are so behind you guys. Um, hold hold up. My bad. Dragon Ball Hype is typing some big ass spoilers right now for the new Dragon Ball
I
Super
just
chapter, and I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, I mean, I'm cool with it. But the thing is, Global hasn't gotten Extreme Super Battle Road yet, and that came out in March. Global has not gotten the new stages yet for the category that just came out, and I don't know. To me, I'm just like, are they really gonna give us 2 to 3 unless you're just gonna go crazy on Global and give us everything at once. I mean, I'm cool with it. Fuck yeah. You know how crazy that would be? I would have so much
Yeah,
content.
that would be insane.
Yeah,
But I feel
yeah.
like at this point they should just like do it because like it's a shared celebration. So let's share the celebration. Like I don't care if global players get more than we do. At the end of the day, we're all getting like 1,000 stones at the
Yeah,
end of
no,
the
I
day.
agree
So
with
like,
you, man. I know I liked
it,
what you no, honestly, I hope I'm completely wrong and Global gets everything. I would love that. Are you kidding? I'm not saying yo, don't do it. No, please do it. Please. I want that. Oh
you
my
have to, but
god.
you just think about it logically through Bandai's like point of view. Like they probably won't do, which I get it. Which I get it.
But I mean, at this point, there's no like you said, there's no reason not to. It's a joint celebration. We're all having fun and hanging out. Like, come on, let's do it. Let's
Hey,
do
it's
it.
not fair. You got the super battle roads we did. Yeah, well, I mean we got it already. So why would we complain about you guys getting in as well? Like there's nothing to complain about. It's like an extra 50 stones.
Yeah,
If an extra 50
exactly.
stones is a difference, is a make or
Well,
break for you, then I like
it's an
no.
extra 130 stones because Extreme Super Battle it's 80, and then I think your new stages is what 50.
Super battle was 80. Hold on, it was 80.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was either
Oh,
75 or 80 because you got 7 stones per stage.
that makes me think a little bit. Maybe I should take that back. But you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're shared. So like, I hope everything that comes is shared. We definitely can tell based on previous events, like Gotcha said. So I mean, we'll just have to wait and see as far as it comes to when it sees like these super battle roles. But either way, we're all getting something new, super battle role base, which is a good thing to me. So whether it's the same or not, we're getting something new. I think
Yeah.
we should at least be happy with that.
Oh yeah, dude. Any new content's great content. Are you kidding? I mean, I just had to make a showcase for Hit and fucking Android 13. I need something to do, so I'm definitely all for it. And yeah, so I think that's the main topic of the Super Battle Road stages. I'm definitely excited. I definitely want to see what's going to happen with that. And they're just talking about the collaborated missions, which is pretty cool. They talk about the Dragon Stones. Last year was 1,000. Um, they refer about the new mechanic, which we kind of we kind of got through that. I mean, it's basically like the easy summary. It's, let's say, okay. I'm thinking back to Z. Let's say you have Namek Krillin on one rotation, and then they made a Gallic Gun Vegeta who fought Frieza on that rotation as well. Their suit, like the Destructo Disc, would change into the moment where Krillin would throw his Destructo Disc and actually hit Vegeta on purpose so Dente could heal him and he could power up. And that's basically like what the mechanic is. There's just going to be different super attacks with different abilities, and I'm going to imagine it'll be stuff like that, whatever scenarios. And I do think that's a cool concept. I don't think it's game changing by any means, especially since it's just super attacks. It's not like active skills. It's not transformations. It's nothing like that. I do think it's a cooler way of like incorporating the anime into the game, right? I don't really have an issue with it. What do you think?
I don't have an issue with it either. The only thing is that if they do something like this, they're gonna try to incorporate into the main units, which will definitely change the main units. Because Super Vegito is not gonna have a partner you can like
You
tag
know,
team Blue with.
I saw Talon post that, and I actually disagreed with him, and I actually responded to him, kind of just being like, "Hey, like, I know you're talking about the new mechanic and stuff, but Gohan and Cell didn't have exchange abilities. They were
It's
just
true.
they were just
It's very true.
that was kind of like the whole thing. Oh shit.
You could be completely right, and that's Hercule and this Goku could be the one that introduces the exchange, like
Yeah,
not exchange,
that's
the
what I'm
partner thing.
saying. That's what I
Okay,
think
so
is going to
okay,
happen. Because I commented that to Hydros, and I was like, yeah, dude. I mean, I get what you're saying, but Gohan and Cell didn't have it because Gohan and Cell were actually made before. So I want to say maybe again, it all depends when these units were made. If these units were made a couple months back, they're just going to be powerhouse units without the new abilities. But if they were made in the same month they made this new gimmick, which by the way, that the new gimmick hit the files this month. So unless the units were made at the same time, I don't think they'll have it.
Julie.
So I think that's up in the air, though. I mean, it could go either way. I really, like you said, it doesn't make sense for Vegeta to have it, and it makes a lot more sense for Goku and Vegeta. But then that begs to question: Are they're gonna have to make new banner units for Vegeta then? Like, it just feels like so much more complicated if they do it like that, right? When you think about it, it's like, wow, you're gonna need Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You're gonna need a new Vegeta, but that Super Saiyan 3 Goku exchanges into Spirit Bomb Goku. So it's like, what? it's I think that could get messy real quick. I think they have to be careful with that gimmick, and I kind of hope actually like talking about it now, they just keep it with the free to play units because that sounds a bit complicated, right? In a way.
Yeah, which is true. Like I'm not gonna say I'm not like Bandai has its issues. One thing I'll say is that they don't do anything like stupid. Like so like when they have like the exchange like mechanic now, it's still in the game. They didn't like they didn't like give it to like multiple units. They didn't give it to like every DFE that came out. They didn't give it to like every like unit that came out. Even when they the 300 million downloads and the transformation, these turns were made. They only gave it to one more unit, which was Vegeta. So I don't see them like spreading it out massively. It's just gonna be a cool mechanic that's in the game, and then they're gonna like they're gonna think about it before they give it to a specific unit. Because if they just give it to unit after unit after unit after unit, there's gonna be so many things you have to summon for. There's gonna be so many like reasons to
Yeah,
have each
yeah,
unit
yeah,
make this one.
exactly. And I think that would be
It's
like
just
a
gonna be a
bad,
massive headache.
yeah, I think that would
Yeah,
be a bad business model on Bandai.
yeah.
I don't
So
think a lot of people would be like very happy with that, right? I think a lot people would actually kind of be like turned off from the game. So yeah, let's see how they do it. But right now I'm a bit skeptical with it. I don't think it might not be the greatest. It could potentially be the greatest, but
because I'll say it this way: like
yeah,
if they didn't mention a partner mechanic, it would not affect my view on 350 million downs at all. So I wouldn't let it pitch you down, and I wouldn't let you pitch you up either, because it can either be something like, oh, this is cool, or it's gonna be like, oh, this is crazy. But like, don't make your decision on it yet until you actually see it. Don't get like too happy for it because you don't know what it's gonna look like.
yeah, no, I completely agree with you. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything that we know about the 350 stuff. I had an idea of going over like the banners and stuff right now, but we have. Let me double check how long we hit. So yeah, we're at 45 minutes. And we are actually doing another podcast tomorrow, my friends, with all the boys. So what do you think, Nindo? You think we should save like the banner stuff and like the EZA talks for like tomorrow?
I definitely save some stuff for the boys, like you said, because we do have a bunch of guys like we like to stream with, and we're just bumping each other up. So like I like to see other people involved in podcasts. Not to say that I'm not having fun with you at all,
No. That's
that
why
but
that's exactly why I mentioned it because then a lot of these guys said they can do tomorrow. So tomorrow the itinerary. I mean, we could like the banners. We could really talk about the tickets again because I think the tickets is important. And like, well, I think we have it pretty down for tomorrow. But yeah, boys. Nindo, you have any closing comments you'd like to say?
that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna say get ready for Super Vegito. I mean, if he doesn't come, I'm gonna cry myself. So
Hell yeah,
that's
bro.
it.
And just expect more of these podcasts, boys. I'm honestly, me and Nindo are down to be dropping these all the time. I do think these are a lot of fun. It's a fun series. If you guys have nothing better to do and you just want to listen to two dudes talk about Dokkan or all the boys talking about Dokkan, definitely hit us both up. Nindo is going to also have this video on his channel. We're both just going to start doing like our podcast series on both channels. Definitely be a part of both. And then sometimes, yeah, we'll definitely change it up and hope you guys enjoy. And eventually when we get more traffic on these, we'll definitely be asking like you guys, the community, what you want in these videos. So I got nothing else to say. Nindo said his piece. We'll check you guys later again this week for another podcast, going over the banners and stuff. You could probably expect that sometime Wednesday or Thursday. And yeah, you're good, Nindo?
I'm good to go.
Alrighty, boys. You guys take care. I'll go ahead and leave Nindo and all the other boys in the description. You definitely got to check them all out. They're all great content creators. And sayonara. You guys take care and peace out.
Adios.